Wish I had this formula years ago. Not this formula, but the one I'm about to show you. It's a simple scale formula that will save you a ton of time by giving you the ability to play 48 of the most used scales ever by altering just one. So, before you memorize dozens of scales, you're going to want to check this out. You in? Let's go. So, the four most commonly used scales, hands down, are the major scale, minor scale, major pentatonic, and minor pentatonic. Now, if you know any form of the major scale, then you can easily derive the other scales by using these tricks that I'm about to show you. All these forms are movable, as is every shape on the guitar, so you can easily transpose them by merely moving them up and down the fretboard. So, one scale, the major scale, also turns into the minor scale, also turns into the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic. So one scale turns into 4 scales times our 12 keys equals 48 scales, and the most commonly used scales. Now, for simplicity reasons, we're only going to use one form, but you can use this with any form. Also, I have a PDF that will spell out all of this for you. I'll make sure to put the link in the description of this video, because if we were to do all of them here right now in this video, if we exhausted them all, it would take a lot longer than the length of this video now. And I want to keep things nice, short, and succinct for you, okay? All right, so let's check this out. We're going to be doing everything in the key of C. No sharps or flats, right? So if we played the major scale, it sounds something like this. Do, which is a C, so it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. No sharps or flats. I prefer using numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay, that's the scale that we're going to be using. Now, to instantly double the efficiency of this, what we're going to do is we're going to understand a concept called relative major and minor. And it goes like this. For every major key, there's a related minor key. And for every minor key, there's a related major key. I have a video on this, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but it goes like this. If the key of C has all the notes in the alphabet, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, no sharps and flats, the key of A minor has all the notes in the musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, no sharps and flats. And if you put them over top of each other, they have the exact same notes, same chords, etc. It's just that one leans to the key of C and the other leans to the key of A. Now, that being said, if that goes over your head, it's okay. You don't need to know it all right now. Just understand that there's a concept there, and that is going to help expand these for you. So that means we can take this major scale, C major, and we can know that over that, it's going to sound like C major. We could also take the same scale, and if we play it, instead of starting on a C, but we start on the A, then it's going to sound really nice over an A minor. Now I could play the same scale, I could play it from a C, and you can hear that works. Right? Or I could play the same minor scale, and I could start it on the C. You can switch them back and forth. They're the same notes. It's just where we're starting and ending, okay? So don't get too distracted by that. But what that's going to do immediately is it's going to double everything that we're going to be doing. So if we have the major scale, now we have the minor scale. If we have the major pentatonic, now we have the minor pentatonic. And I'll show you more about how that works, okay? So let's go back to the major scale. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So when we're talking about the pentatonic scale, essentially what we're saying is to take out the 4 and the 7. We take a major scale, we take out the 4th and 7th interval, or 4th and 7th note. Now we get the major pentatonic. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, don't play the 4. 5, 6, don't play the 7. And that's the only thing we need to do. So we can take the 4 and 7 out of the scale, we get the major pentatonic scale. Now, if we take that same concept, we leave the same 2 notes out of our minor scale, remember, is the same major scale. We're just starting it on the 6 instead of the 1. We're playing it from 6 to 6 instead of 1 to 1. So in that case, now we've got this minor scale down here. And if we leave out that 4 and 7 here, we leave out those 2 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we leave that note out and this note, which is a B, we're going to leave it out down here. Then you're going to get this sound. As opposed to, again, that is the minor pentatonic if A is our tonal center, okay? So what we did just now is we took the major scale, we made it pentatonic by just taking out the 4 and the 7, and we did this. We said that the concept of relative major and minor tells us for every minor key, there's a related major key, and for every major key, there's a related minor key. There are only 3 half steps away, with the major being on top. So if here's our major key, then we can just go down 3 half steps, and that's our A. Every single time, the related minor is 3 half steps down. If you're on a minor key, then 3 half steps up is always the related major key. So it's super easy. And we said that we take that major scale, we take out the 4 and 7, then we have the pentatonic scale. And now, if we take that same minor scale, we take out that same 4 and 7 that were in the major scale, then we also have the pentatonic scale. Boom, okay? Now, what we're gonna do, just like any shape, we can move this up and down the fretboard. So the key is C. We move it up a half step. We got C sharp, D, D sharp, E, so on and so forth. So we can do that with any one of these forms. So our major scale turns into the minor, turns into major pentatonic, turns into minor pentatonic, and then we have all 12 keys that we can move this around with, right? Pretty mind-blowing, isn't it? Okay, now I know that I threw a lot at you right now, but this is how concepts work, is they allow you to do a lot of stuff without having to memorize 48 new scales just by taking this concept. That said, for some of you, the light's going on. For others of you, you may be like, I just don't quite know about this yet. And that's why I've created a PDF for you that you get for free. I'll put the link in the description of this video. It's absolutely gonna make a big difference if you're looking at it and you can understand it from that concept, okay? As opposed to me just saying this. Some of you are gonna get it right away. Some of you aren't. It's gonna take more time because the others have a little bit more music theory under their belt, okay? So the other thing that I want you to do is once you get this, so if you have this already, great. Then what I want you to do is I want you to apply this to other scales that you know so that you can do this just right on the fly. I also want you to practice to some jam tracks. I have some here on YouTube. Search YourGuitarSage jam tracks. Obviously, if you're inside the Unstoppable Guitar System, we have 600 plus jam tracks in there right now, and it's growing, okay? So, and one way that you can practice this is take any major scale that you know, take out the 4 and 7. If you can take out the 4 and 7, you've literally doubled your scale vocabulary. By now you know the pentatonic version. And if you understand the concept of taking the same notes and playing them, but starting at a different place, right? Starting at a different note, in this case here, the A, 3 half steps down below it. If you understand that concept, then now you also have the minor scale and the minor pentatonic because we took the same 4 and 7 out of that scale, but we played it in the minor form, okay? So take some of those major scales that you know, practice those. Don't forget to download that PDF. It's absolutely going to help you. My friends, I'm here for you. I want to help you play guitar. I love music. I love helping folks to play music and to get that love back in their lives. I want to help you. So please let me know. Leave your comments below. If you like this video, you know what to do. Thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos that will help you with how to play guitar. And in fact, I have a free course for you. Check that out below. It's my beginner course, the top 30 lessons I teach all my students, and it will absolutely revolutionize the way that you play guitar, and it's absolutely free. I'll make sure to put a link for that in the description below as well. Friends, thank you so much. As always, be kind to all beings. Do the right thing always. Practice your guitar. I'll see you in the next video. Sip smoothie.
You're gonna have a lot of sips of smoothie.
And sipping and sipping and sipping.
You're gonna need a new sip. All right, ready?
Where's the rest of my smoothie? It's not... Ooh, my smoothie's going down. Where's the rest of the smoothie? Was there more smoothie somewhere? I think there was. Come on. Where the hell would it be? I'm just gonna fake it. That's what I should have been doing all along. That would have been a smart idea. To pretend.